17 frames are done. If this match has got to the wire, ladies and gentlemen, we are not yet even halfway there. But the fact that you are listening from someone that has been swimming thousands of matches involving these very guys, I'm so used to them, especially in long races like this. Everyone has a series of frames where they just become unstoppable. They win consecutive frame after frame after frame after frame. Normally, that is the time where Caesar takes the win, and it looks as though that time is on. It's quite worrying for Hazard, though quite encouraging if you are a Caesar fan, even more encouraging if you are Caesar himself. Now the truth produces some kind of magic when he exactly needs magic. It's a shot I wouldn't even mind watching again. That is tough of beans, considering the way he played his cue ball into a red, and how he's manipulating the cue ball and putting the black now and putting one back. It has really been long coming and long being awaited by Hazard, winning at least a frame in the match, probably try to mount a comeback, probably win consecutive frames by himself, because he was almost watching on as Caesar won 6 in a row. Now Hazard pulls one back, he's on 8 and Caesar on 10 in a race to 21. Live from Dice Lounge. Once again, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this match has its live stream on Q Pixels Photography Facebook, with the same commentary on Peter Chebe Live YouTube, as well as Caesar's management team's YouTube channel, Advanced Talent Agency. 2,000 US dollars at stake, which I am only holding in my pocket for 1 or 2 more hours. Then I just surrender it all to one of these guys. Whoever it is will drive home a very, very happy land. For Hazard, the preparation of this match was first to ask his management team to engage Caesar's management team through me to extend the date of the match from Monday this week to Friday, which was done to grant Hazard more days of training. He also pulled out of the 2 weekly comps that are happening in between this race. That was the comp yesterday that was won by Joseph Kasuzi. Hazard exempted himself, and the comp that is happening tomorrow, he exempted himself. For Caesar, part of preparation for this comp was to have as much competition as possible, though he has not been having his best days of form, at least of recent. Even yesterday, he was a losing finalist to Joseph Kasuzi. A match that ended at around try and take them down, try and put them in his current phase of the table, try and win the frame. And he knows playing any of the yellows between the two that are touching each other with the intention not to give the cue ball away cheaply to Hazard, and does exactly so. Total technique, total tactic, total snooker. That is the other side of the scorpion, ladies and gentlemen. It's not just about the ball spotted, not just about the cue balls manipulated well. Sometimes it's all about the tactic, just sometimes. And as a consequence, Hazard fouls. As a consequence, the Scorpion could very easily be on the verge of regaining a 3-frame lead. And to punish Hazard even more, he plays to put another of Hazard's red to ensure that if he plays another snooker, Hazard is limited to trying to play only one of his reds, which even is a dead red. guy is playing snooker, and it's a total snooker. Even the most obvious angles are snookered, and yet even though Hazard finds the red, spotting it is almost close to impossible. But I love how Hazard tries to find the angles when snookered. He really has that as a strength for the entertainment bit of it this time round. It is not even a very good try. It is instead for Caesar a very good foul. I doubt though that Caesar will want to go for the frame, even though he has a free shot and another visit. A standard foul it is from Hazard after all. Caesar does have the cue ball in hand, places it right behind Bulk, and plays one of his yellows in space, but so close to the two other yellows. A clear sign that he wants to play yet another safety. He will clearly not want to pot, almost certainly. I will be surprised if we were to try and go for the frame, though there is a way out. One of the yellows that are so close to each other is portable, and the cue ball is potted into, is played into the others, which will render them open, which will try to create for him an opening where he will try and go for the frame. He decides that patience may pain, but it may pay. Here comes Hazard trying to play off cushion with big spin on the cue ball. Off cushion, finds the red. Very good try. How effective will depend on Caesar's next shot. Of course, it will be another snooker. Now for Hazard, the intention is to find the red with power off the cushion on the left. Play the cue ball into the red. If he finds this, tries to put it maybe by back to the center pocket, maybe in a direct shot. Very unlikely that he can put anyway. Guys, live action is not about to stop. Another 16-man comp is coming up tomorrow. The beauty of live streaming is that most of these international competitions are a product of live streaming, because now it seems like the whole of Africa is just one pool village. When the sport is played in Uganda, it is watched everywhere. When they are playing in Tanzania, we are watching. When they are playing in Zambia, everyone else is watching. Then matches between players from different countries come up for money. Even cooks where players from different countries are do happen. In the end of the day, opportunities become more enormous for these players who become the number one stakeholders of the sport. Then different managers come in to take interest in managing them, of course, with financial benefits. Most of the time, playing the sport now becomes a means of employment. Caesar is having the little problem of the black that is so close to the cushion, even more problematic that it does have Hazard's red in front of it. Now he may be tempted to play the cue ball into the black, if not the red playing backspin, but with left motion. Just like that, black is played open. I'm not so certain it will be open enough. lacks a little bit of energy, maybe a little bit of fortune. He may play a shot with the same exact intention. He may play snooker. He may want to play the cue ball into the black again. Maybe not. He has moved the cue ball towards the top end of the table, leaving a cut between white and yellow to put and play the cue ball into the black. Again, again, again. The pattern comes off not very perfect. He goes for the bank, misses the bank. Opportunity, big opportunity for Hazard. This one. He's really been trying in this ongoing frame. With Caesar controlling the frame, choosing when to pot, when to snooker. Hazard snookered almost all the time, most of the time finding the angles when snookered, allowing himself little opportunities. But now the only choice is to not just play the red, but also pot it. He's going for the snooker. Perfect. The angle of intent for Caesar is off the bottom cushion and then the right cushion. Cue ball moves towards the top left end of the table where the black is. There it goes. Very, very, very close, but not close enough. Clearly, the most competitive frame of all the 19 that have been played in this very big match for 2,000 US dollars so far. This frame is now finished. I repeat, that is a very, very, very worthy round of applause from the fans, as he will be putting the easiest black of them all and comes within one frame of Caesar. His boss will pick him this time round as Hazard wins a very, very, very important frame. After 19 frames on the table, it is now Hazard 9 and Caesar 10. Please accept my apologies for those that have been watching on Pixels Photography as well as Peter Chole Live for the last 1 or 2 minutes. There was an internet glitch, but it seems to have been clarified to perfection with the clarity as the last 2 frames that have both been won by Caesar. It is the first time in the match that he's having a 4-frame lead, and now he's having the number of frames he's left with to try and win to confirm a victory at single digits. He needs 9 and Hazard Hazard needs to win 12 out of the remaining 20. Timeout, Hazard. evening, Joey. I'm fine. I called in and requested for a room tonight. I want to sleep there. I'm in the bus stop, but I want to sleep that side. Just reserve for me the other 16,000 room one. I hope it is there. Yeah, kindly. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. The microphone is so loud. During the time out, people were wondering what I was speaking. That what is Joe going to do in the accommodation? I'm just taking the decision. There is another comp that is happening tomorrow, starting in the morning. Instead of going back home, I just go to the venue. So I was calling the management to help me book a room, just so that I don't travel back home late in the night, then travel to the venue early in the morning. But now, coming to the late night, and yet there is one of these two players that for the last 30 minutes has been perhaps a distant better player, now maintaining cruise control with a 4 frames lead. Is Cesar Chandigana wanting to put red with sharp cut to the center pocket right. The pot was slightly off. It will have been a very special shot. But now it is a very special opportunity for Hazard. Surely he will. You don't let Caesar take a 5 frames lead. Those ones, when he takes them, he seldom allows his opponents back. He has just played with power. Hazard playing his yellow off red, displacing the red, putting his ball. As a consequence, making himself some kind of a favorite, at least for winning this ongoing frame. From a Hazard perspective, you just hope he makes this ongoing frame number 22 count. We're just past the halfway mark of the match. More than half of the frames have been played. That is total number of frames. now getting into the business end of the race, and Hazard must mean business on his usual business table. He has a relatively good record on this table. He has only lost one money match out of about five, or actually, he has lost two. One against Caesar. This one is a rematch. The other against Aiden. For him to take down Caesar, it has to be through a comeback. And yet now in frame number 22, it is Hazard victorious, getting himself in double figures in terms of count of frames won in the match so far. Another tip from his boss, Chairman Mark Mozongo. Hazard 10 and Caesar 12. There has been a scratch on the break by the Scorpion in frame number 23. I say it so many times that it's when players of this level take each other on. Sometimes the difference can be as small as the quality of the breaks. He will take this one as a big opportunity Hazard, not just to pull one back, but also mount the pressure upon the fans of Caesar who are now dominating at the venue, but also mount even more pressure against Caesar himself. For a free shot, he wants to play both yellows and reds open. That was only a free shot. The table remains open. You get a feeling Hazard will want to go for the yellows. After all, they are the only it's the only color that he can make a ball in his current visit of the table, at least in a normal shot. And yes, you are watching the live stream of a big money match organized locally in Uganda between the Advanced Talent Agency, Caesar's management team, and Dice Lounge. Hazard's management team organized at Dice Lounge, with Hazard having home advantage to his side. How are you, Moses?
I'm good job,
Where do you see this match going? Okay, first of all, this frame.
This frame, the way I see, according to his class, I think this is a gold frame.
For Hazard.
Yeah, if
Do you think this match provides Hazard his first chance to beat Caesar in a long race?
it's not that easy. Of course, you know it's not that easy to beat him in the long race, and I'm forcing it's impossible because the way Caesar is queuing, his touches are coming, and I'm sure at some point he's going
At
to
some
make it
point,
out.
at some point, he will win some frame and another and another and another.
Of course,
Like
if
he
he
normally
maintain
does.
the pace, actually, if he maintain the pace, he's going to make it up. That's what I know.
It's a long time since you last played the Monday match. Ever since you played with the other Mukono guy, Najib.
Yeah,
When
of
is the
course,
next
there's
one?
been long.
Kalema Paul is looking for you. Kalema
That
Paul is looking for you, dead or alive.
that one I'm okay. I can play him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can play him. That's fine. That's
Okay.
when I can play him.
I'll make a poster tomorrow.
Of course, if we first need to agree on that, then we play. Again, me, I don't fear games. I will play him in case we are ready for it. It's about being ready.
All right. Thank you for the time. Eh? He's called Moses Somara, a good player, ranked 12th by the Polar Station of Uganda. Very good friends with Caesar. That was special. The cue ball, even better. Maybe he's about to come within one frame of Caesar. Hazard can sometimes play the cue ball in a very, very unique way. He is making this one count. He's showing that he's been down last 3 frames, but he's not yet out, producing magic when he just needs magic to win a frame. That was from the top draw, from the guy that is called the Truth, and gets a very necessary tip of 30 US dollars from his boss. 23 frames played, Hazard 11 and Caesar 12. Now this ongoing frame, believe you me, is a really realistic prospect for Hazard to equalize in the match, which just 10 to 15 minutes ago seemed to be evading him. Caesar became even close to taking a 5 frame lead when Hazard was on 9. Caesar came close to winning a 13th, actually, but then Hazard won it, and another, and another, and it can't even become another. Because now, right with an open table, Hazard has just made a cut of a red into a yellow. 2 cuts within the same shot, making a cut between white and red, and then a cut between red and yellow, and putting to the corner pocket. That was not easy to perfect, but yes, he did perfect it, played it very well. But the fact that he was not fortunate with the resting position of the cue ball, it's a chance for Caesar to play. Many a times when Caesar gets a chance to play, it becomes a frame won by the Scorpion. It doesn't happen like this. After playing more than 20 frames most of the times against Ugandans, Caesar is normally leading with some healthy margins. 1 money match victory so far against Hazard last year. 3 money match victories against Ibra. 2 money match victories against the other Ibra Kayanja. 1 big money match victory against the computer. 1 money match victory against Joseph Kasozi. 2 money match victories against Wanika Mansur. 1 money match victory against Dog City in Kenya, though. He's been a menace to Ugandan players. He's being a menace in frame number 24 after being granted pretty much half a chance by Hazard after he closed the table and failed to grant himself cue ball to play yet another ball. Caesar is retaliating by making 7 shots, all with perfection, perfecting the pot of the black as well, and regaining a 2-frame lead after 24 frames. Caesar leads by 13 frames to 11. is a money match where Caesar is being stretched to the fullest. You give the credit to Hazard for coming so close to equalizing against Caesar when Caesar led at one time by 4 frames. In the end, Caesar took the frame away, regained a 2 frame lead. Now he has a task of increasing his frame count to 3. And I want to believe that most likely he will, because of all of them 5 yellows on the table. They are positioned in pretty good space. And it is the Caesar fans at the venue who are now having a field day in terms of dominance of the noise, limiting Hazard's fans at the venue to maximum silence. The kid from Moyo, with roots maternally in Lira, nurtured in Gulu, became semi-pro in Kampala, becoming one of the most dominant players on the African continent today. Could very easily be on the verge of winning a second straight frame, trying to render Hazard's pending comeback a little bit futile. Playing 1 yellow, again avoiding contact with yet another. He'll want to play another backspin, just like that. The roll of the black to the corner pocket bottom left will grant to the Scorpion a 3 frame lead. Caesar 14 and Hazard 11. 25 frames to go. Sorry, 25 frames played. A maximum of 16 frames, is it? Yes, a maximum of 16 frames left to play. Hazard needs 10, and Caesar now needs 7 to make himself 2,000 US dollars richer. He needs to make this one count, Hazard. He needs to perfect a good break. He needs to make a ball. He needs to go for the frame. He needs to win with every opportunity, most especially when it is his break. Breaks them balls big. Unfortunately, the break is dry. When the table is open, the incoming player is free to play yellow into a red, perhaps play red into the yellow. As long as he puts a ball of one color, he will have closed the table. Playing the color he will have potted. Perhaps he's going for the reds. There he gets to close the table, making a clearance of the reds will not come easy. And Hazard has made Caesar maybe have some lessons that for any frame he will be winning, he must take each opportunity and go for the clearances and check them perfectly. If he does not, then Hazard is more than capable of taking the frames away. This race, if Caesar wins it, will be some kind of big consolation for 5 tournaments in a row where he has won none, despite making 3 finals. There is no W. And yes, the last final that he won up to present date was against Hazard. Maybe he needs to play against Hazard to remind himself of his old winning ways. Now the intention was to play the cue ball into the red that is behind the yellow near the right bottom end of the table. Played it open. Maybe now trying to go for the frame is not realistic whatsoever. That is why he's playing another safety shot. In the meantime, whether you're watching on Peter Cherry Live YouTube, whether you're watching on Qpixels Photography Facebook or Advanced Talent Agency YouTube, please do not forget to like the video. Like I usually say, liking it and moves the cue ball to a position where he can perfect that, and him being Caesar, it's with relative ease for him to pot. But manipulating the cue ball is something different altogether. You may simply need to have sight of the black. It has to be some sight, then try and put the black in some kind of way, maybe by bank. But first he has to pot, has to avoid the yellow, hits it big off the yellow and misses the pot, misses it very bigly. Big chance for Hazard to win frame number 26. He may now have to play and put to the same corner pockets where Caesar has just failed. He is going for gold. Hazard right at home, trying to inspire his fans, trying to win one of the bigger matches of his entire career, trying to make the Dice family happy, trying to impress his in the country.
Thank you,
Roll of the black to the corner pocket, bottom right will grant Hazard a 12th frame, one out of the first 26. Seems to be down. The truth, ladies and gentlemen, is not yet out. He seems to still have the ability to punish every miss by the podium. Hazard 12 and Caesar 14. Race to 21 for 2,000 US dollars. Once again, dear viewers, you are watching the live stream of a big money match in terms of the level of play of both of the players, and they are following their management, the rivalry between them, the match that is being organized locally but with big continental interest, that is being watched in about 20 countries plus. Majority of them African. Now Caesar could be about to play something special here, hot, but play the cue ball into the yellow cross. The cue ball, okay, but has lost a little bit of luck because he has gotten himself snookered. If he doesn't find the yellow, he'll Caesar fouls advantage, big advantage to Hazard here. For a free shot. Hazard may want to play Caesar's yellow into one of his reds in the same shot, not just opening up his red, but also rendering Caesar's yellow dead. With now nothing to worry. The truth plays another snooker. I'm not so certain he couldn't have potted. I just have it in mind it was better for him to go for the frame. He has another chance. The match is live on 4 platforms, on 3 applications: YouTube, Twitter Live and Advanced Talent Agency Live, Facebook, Q Pixels Photography, as well as TikTok, with some good thousands watching this action live. They are watching Hazard snooker again. He does not want to go to the frame unless he is absolutely sure that it is freshable. Very critical frame. It will be this one, because just in case Hazard wins it, like he most likely will, it will now turn into officially a race to 7. Caesar may want to find the yellow off 3 cushions. 1, 2, finds the yellow, almost got it sunk. Hazard has to be very, very, very careful. Has to know that his opponent doesn't have to be given chance after chance after chance. He can utilize chances, he can utilize half chances. And I know that he now wants to go for the frame, Hazard. As long as he puts, as long as he moves the cue ball towards the middle point of the table, should be good to go. Yes, he should. Becoming even more confident, playing with vigor, playing with swagger. He likes to play in some kind of bossy way. The guy that has the biggest ego that I know of any player in African pool, which is his very big uniqueness. He does not know how to respect any other player. He does even not know how to fear any other player. He calls himself the truth. He says that all other players are forced. He's on the verge of winning a 14th. It is 27 frames played so far. This one is frame number 28 and has gone the way of the truth, ladies and gentlemen. Hazard 14 and Caesar 14. This is 21. Now, 7. That is his boss, who has tipped him with some very big money, just about something like $300 US, just for winning one frame, just for making him happy, just for making the match realistically winnable for the dice family. 14-14 between Hazard and Caesar, racing to 51. Now even the break has been celebrated by Hazard's fans, as though Hazard has spotted black himself. There he goes. There he goes. I love it for the fact that he has refused to be bullied. It has happened twice in the match for Caesar to win 4 frames in a row. On both of those occasions, I have to admit that I thought Caesar was running away with the match in its entirety. But in both of those occasions, Hazard has fought back. I want to mean that I was thinking Caesar was running away with the match when he won 4 frames in a row twice in the match. On both occasions, Hazard has bounced back the best possible way. We're having scores tied at 14-14 between the two. The rest is 7, too tight, too close. Now, too unpredictable. Dice Lounge at a glance. Ugandan pool at a glance. Not just him imagining the shot, playing one yellow into another, potting one of them, manipulating the cue ball well enough to pot yet another, most especially the yellow that is in between the three. However, should he pot it to the corner pocket bottom right, cue ball naturally moves towards the top end of the table, which is where he does not want to have it. That's why he may have to play it with too much power. Then move it all distance towards the top end of the table and then bring it backwards. That's quite risky. He goes instead for little power, try to play yellow off red. It lacked precision. It will not go down as a successful shot, not because Hazard has not potted, neither has he packed the ball. He's also granting almost a free chance for Caesar to take yet another frame. And I like to say that though Hazard is playing very well, such very small nitty-gritties can determine the difference between victory and defeat. Once again, whether you are watching on Facebook or YouTube, please don't forget to like the video. It is as tense at Dice Lounge as tense as it is online. Maybe online it's even more tense because the fans at the venue, they can energize their players by cheering them up, by tipping them for good clearances. Online it is even hotter that side. Here goes the Scorpion. Should he make this pot, which he does, he will almost be certain of winning this ongoing frame. It's just 13 frames to go, ladies and gentlemen, including this one, which seems to be on the verge of being won by the Scorpion in one of the most challenging matches he has ever had against any Ugandan player in a long race. He has been defeating them all besides two where he was defeated after being hit started. The other one which was a trilogy where he had won the first two. In this one, he's only about to gain a lead for what's like about the fifth time of the match, though Hazard has remained an unwanted shadow. Hazard 14, Caesar 15. Please free to tell me where you're watching from, whether watching on Facebook or YouTube. From Lubumbashi, Dunstan, Kampamba, thank you for watching. Memory Hair Salon, where are you watching from? Where are you supporting Caesar from? Trinity must be watching from Zimbabwe. Prince Moraldi, thank you for watching. Celine Yvonne, you are supporting Caesar. Tell me guys where you're watching from. In France, thank you for watching. Similan Yvonne. Alright, now these videos are reaching France. Yes. Matches like this one can mean to be very good publicity for African pool. Crispin Shumba, thank you for watching. The Misani Mteto must be watching from South Africa. Thank you for watching on the Facebook stream. That is Cupixel's photography. Shadrick Chipono, you seem to be supporting Caesar. Where are you watching from? Sekwat Seme. Jeffrey Denge, you are from Limpopo in South Africa. Hamis Athman from Tanzania in East Africa. Yes. Geoffrey Ba, you are watching from Zambia. Thank you for watching. And Reginald, you say Caesar is ready. Okay. Watching as well on the Facebook stream. Wisdom Chinaka, watching from Nigeria. Thank you for watching. Kozai Braut Zuru, you are watching from Zimbabwe. Masonda Snooker from Zambia. Yes. Ibo Kaninga from Uganda, the host. Thank you for the match. Kenneth Romeo Motsumi from Botswana. Jonathan Gururi from South Africa. Nadifa Milo from Eswatini in the SADC region. One Laido from Zambia. Austin Chilimina from Lusaka, Zambia. Tebaho must be watching from South Africa. And Zalemo Vela, you are watching from Durban as well in South Africa. Vincent Mogo, you are watching from Cape Town in South Africa. And also so many others who are in their thousands watching alone on the YouTube stream. Yes. Tawanda, do you say you're watching from Portsmouth in England? Welcome to the stream. Martin Aibaswe from Masaka in Uganda. Thank you for watching. Yes. Comedy, as if you're watching from Kenya. Ronald Segre, you say you are from India. Clearly wrong, you are. Make Kirembo, you are watching from Chisasi, Kampala. Thank you for watching. Yes. I'm Babarikin Kenga from Rwanda. Thank you for watching on the YouTube stream. Alen Sashele from Zambia. Thank you for watching. Enoch Luanga, you're watching from Kampala, go away. And Fridges Walter from Kenya. Mark B32 from Austria in Europe. Waswa from Lugazi. Vincent Nyamoka from Malawi. Prince Mogwadi from Zimbabwe. Odongo from Lira City, that is Caesar's maternal city. Prince Makandwira from Zambia. Yes. Sakis Maja from South Sudan. Onis Boka David from the United Kingdom. Smark Sam from Kenya. And from Abu Dhabi, Sisi Betty, thank you for watching. Hamza Abias from Portugal, you say? Not really. And thousands more. Thank you for watching. You are watching a match between Caesar and Hazard Racing to 21. We seem to be heading into the last quarter of the match, which should be done in about the next 1 hour's time. Caesar is having a 1 frame lead by 15 frames to 14. Hazard needs to win 6. Caesar needs to win 5 out of the remaining 10. In fact, this is the start of the last quarter of the match. There is a foul by Hazard. There is an opportunity by Caesar playing the yellow down the frame, take his score to 16, need to win 5. Actually, in this season needs to win 6. I beg your pardon. And Hazard needs to win 7 out of a maximum of 12. That's the chant of the Scorpion fans. We love Caesar like money.